All right, g'day guys. Hey, how we going? All right. That looks ugly. Let's make that a little more better looking, right? No. All right. Hi guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. A very big and special shout out and hello to my dear friend Myri. Hi Myri. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're all doing well. I am having a very impromptu stream because well, I don't have Rise of the Rune Lords later on tonight. Unfortunately, the cast has their own things. Well, fortunately, I guess. The cast has their own plans for this evening, so unfortunately, we do not get to see their wonderful faces on the channel. But nonetheless, I wanted to come and say hi and hang out and do some cool things, and so here we are. Yay! Yeah, it's been kind of cool. It's been a very, very full-on week and a bit, but this morning I actually got a little bit of the good vibes from my lovely audience over in the Discord channel. By the way, if you haven't checked out the Discord, bam, there it is. Go check out the Discord. Yeah, and there were nice vibes and very kind words said, and everyone was talking about having today be DAG Day. So I decided, you know what? Screw it. Let's do a stream. Let's just hang out with you cool people in chat. Yeah, just because you're awesome. No other reason. That's it. There's no thing that I've no ulterior motive here apart from to hang out, meet, get to talk to you guys and do cool things. By the way, if you do not know who Myri is a wonderful role player and a fellow co-star of my time spent on the Dungeons and Dragons channel. If you want to check out her and her amazing content, let's see if I can make this work. Come on, baby. Yes! There it is. Yeah, if you want to go check out Myri and all the cool stuff she does stuff for Orkenspalter TV, which is a predominantly German channel, which runs a whole bunch of role-playing games, but also a ton of media about all things gaming in that space. So yeah, go check her out. She does some cool stuff. Also, hello and thank you for the raid, Patchimus1899. Welcome! Welcome, gather up. Gather around, we've only just started. And yes, we are chilling out. So, as many of you know, I like playing around on Hero Forge because Hero Forge is cool. It's what we do. Hero Forge is a lot of fun. We do really cool things. And so today I am just here hanging out and making a character with you guys because that's fun. If you're wondering who this lovely gentleman behind me happens to be, I was asked to play on Tale of Pesha's channel next week, which I will be doing, and details of that to come. And I'm going to be playing a very edgy monk who has the astral hand form. So I have these ethereal hands that increase my reach. So I kind of played around with some blood stains and made like these ethereal hands, which I think are pretty cool. I think it looks very cool. But yeah, that's it. I've just done a Hero Forge stream as well. So cool to see someone else messing around with it. Dude, that's awesome. That's amazing. And hopefully, if you stick around, if you've got any tips and stuff like that you would like to throw out there, I would love to hear it, dude. So what are we doing today? Guys, as you know, my channel does role-playing games. We do everything about role-playing. Performing, GMing, sitting down and playing at a table, mental health and well-being, all this cool stuff. So guys, if you have any questions about your games, if you've got any questions about, sort of stuff that's happening in your lives right now, let me know, and we'll chat about it. We'll chew on it, and we will make a character while we do so. Now, as you guys know, over the last few weeks, we've been doing Legendary, where we have been building a bunch of Legendary characters with you as the audience as our source of inspiration. So here we have our 5 characters that we've lined up so far. We've got our Eberron Halfling Dinosaur Rider, where we tested out some of the splatter effects, which I thought was very cool. It was very nice, very nice. We have our Dragonborn Druid, where we wanted to play around with the gemstone effects a little bit. David, Michael, not a question, just wanted to say you're awesome. Dude, you're awesome. You're absolutely awesome. You're awesome because you spend the time of day to come and visit channels and share messages like that just to make people feel good. People like that are much needed in this world, and you, sir, you are greatly appreciated. So yeah, Dragonborn Paladin here. We played with some of the gemstone effects, so we're going to see how those turn out, so that's going to be really cool. It's a sapphire speckled ruby Dragonborn, so half sapphire, half ruby. That was a very clever idea from our audience. We wanted to play with illumination, so we made a moonstruck oracle owl, which was very cool. I liked the effect of that. We have the glowing effect of the moon, and as you can see on the base, we've got like shadowing and stuff. I can't wait to see that one get printed out because I really want to see how the light works. We then have our translucent guy. We played with like the transparent plastic, so we made a spectral armored character. So we've got all this like transparent plastic, like where the necks and the joints are, as well as a little bit around the smoke as well. So again, another very, very cool one. Yes, it is. It is the Australian Hans. It's Australian Hans. What is Hans in Australian? That'd be Hazza? Harry? Harry. Yeah, be Harry. Yeah, be Harry, I reckon. And of course, in honor of Pride Month, we created a gender fluid character, which, pun intended, turned out to be a water genasi, who is an adventurer in the Darklands. So that was kind of cool. I liked how they came out with, and we got to play around with some of the illumination stuff. We got to play around with some of the transparent plastics, which is cool. So we got to play around with a little bit of everything. So that's the characters we've made. Now, guys, at the end of the season, which next week is the last creation episode, then we're going to do a last review episode. Then we're going to get them all printed out, and then they're going to come in and we're going to review them because, I mean, I feel like that's what a lot of people want to know about Hero Forge is what makes all this stuff cool? What does it look like if I get it printed out? And then I'm going to be releasing all of the stuff that we make with you guys, so that you guys can get them printed out if you would like to as well. So yay, there you go. Some cool stuff. All right, so what do we want to make today? Let's throw out ideas. No wrong answers. Don't look at Hero Forge and say, oh, I want to play an elf, I want to play this. If you come up with weird and wacky ideas, we'll come. Some of the cool stuff we've made, or at least I've found that we've been able to make, are things like, for example, the Illithids. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of the Illithids. And they got to play around with some cool stuff there. So I found that one on the Facebook group that I've been talking about, Masters of Hero Forge. We can play and make things like, where is it? This one was freaking epic. There we go. We made a spider monk. There you go. See, an otter. Ooh, an otter would be interesting. There we go. Our spider monk. Look at that. That was very, very interesting. I liked how that one came out. Seconding the otter idea. Lots of otter. Okay, very otter idea. What else? What are the cool, interesting things that we make? I've made way too many of these. Well, not enough. I don't know. It's a mixture of the both. I made one of Janet for our Sirens Battle of the Bards game, which we played a while ago. Because Janet wore well, she used to wear this wig for, and Myri will remember this, she used to wear this wig for when we played Through the Breach London Falls. And when I got asked to help out with Sirens Battle of the Band, Janet is an opera singer. So I immediately went, yes, you need to wear the wig. You need to do the whole thing. And I made this mini. And then when she actually went to play, she didn't wear the wig. And I was like, I wore a wig. That's how I did. What else? Oh, this is probably, okay, to be honest, and I shouldn't say this, this is probably my favorite mini that I've made so far. It is the Water Genasi Paladin. And I just loved, it took me ages to get the water effects done right, but I was very, very happy with how that one came out. It was very cool. Mind Flayers are awesome villains, one of D&D's genius strokes. Oh, absolutely. Mind Flayers, there's a very good reason why they've kept that as not open license. That was always very clear to me as to why they did that. They used to actually, in Hero Forge, for like a month or two, have octopus people, but they got some pushback and there's no more octopus people. Sad. All right, I'm hearing octopus. Is the stream struggling with more frames than 1 per second? Oh, it was just you. Okay, fair enough. You were having troubles too? Oh, okay, hold on, let me... Oh, wait, nope, I know what it is. Sorry, bear with me while I very quickly close one of my background processes. Aha, yes, there we go. So I've started playing Ark Survival Online, and unfortunately, there we go. That should clear it up. Unfortunately, it crashed while it was exiting, so it was just in the background chewing up my bandwidth. I love how colorful all your models are, and I have a crap of creating mute grimdark colors. You know what? There's nothing wrong with muted colors. Like, check this dude out. Where is he? Okay, so this is one I made for Nathan from WSD20. Now, the cool thing about his muted colors is there is just so much different definitions in the types of muted colors that really help that pop. In addition, the actual glow of the red lantern becomes more striking because of how muted the colors are. So you can actually do quite a lot with muted colors, like, honestly, and I definitely love the grim look of some people. Plus, Nate is actually that tall, so I made him that tall. Maybe I should make one for Myri. Maybe Myri is an otter. If I was doing Myri, I'd have to do Myri as an owl folk. Hi, Hester. Hello, welcome. Having troubles, but it's always the case. Lousy ISP. Pff, yeah, no. It's not you guys. It's definitely me. I was seeing that little logo thing, and it was just, yeah, just doing a thing. Yeah, the glow is very ominous too, isn't it? How good is that? All right. Well, any other suggestions for characters for today? Again, still no wrong answers. I've got Otterfolk, which is on the list. I'd like at least 3 options for us to put to a vote before we kick this off. Oh, and thank you so much for the sub, dude. Hester, how many months is that? That's the 4-month. Nice. Which means that you are cracking through your grave. Soon you will be a member of the Walking Undead. A Kenku? Yeah, a Kenku could be fun. I like Kenkus. I don't think there's enough Kenku love. In fact, I think there's only a fair few. Awakened Almonk. Ooh. An Elfo? Oh. Okay, like you like a cobbler elf or like an elf, because that could be kind of funny, like making like a Christmas elf instead of your typical like D&D elf. And look at this. This is edgy dead Aussie gamer. Dun dun dun. No. All right, let's make a poll. Here we go. New poll. Character decision. All right, so we've got Otter person. We got Kenku. We got owl person. We can do another owl person. I don't mind another owl person. Owl people are awesome. We've got what was the other thing? Elf/elfo. Let's see. You're doing a wonderful job with colors. You bring the same mindfulness to it that you bring everything. Ah, David, you must have woken up on the sweetest side of the bed. You are too kind, good sir. Far too kind. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can build you as Elfo. No, that's getting into an option. Elfo Myri. Done. Elfo Myri. Bam. That is now an option. If everyone wants to see me make Myri as Elfo, let me know. Let's see. What else? One more option. Give me one more option, and then we'll put this vote to it. We can do a bunch of different stuff. Let's see. What else have I done? What else is kind of cool? Oh, yeah, these are my monks. Also, by the way, here's a good thing. If you're using Hero Forge Pro, you can actually import your poses. So what I like to do is I like to find people who have actually made characters with martial art poses, and then basically try that. Oh, for anyone who wants to know, I made a dreaded GM. He's one of my characters in my Curse of Strahd game, the Dread Rider. He rides a carriage. That's basically it. Yeah, I've done a lot. Done a lot of the friends and stuff. So I think Myri's a good choice for me. If I don't do it today, I definitely will do her later on, because yeah, I miss Myri. We played a very short we've played a short stint of Forbidden Lands together. It reminded me very much how much I respect her as a role player and performer. Oh, the spooky ghoul, that was cool. Quetzalcoatl person. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Aztec person for that. Aztec themed character. I like the idea of an Aztec themed character. Lots of colors. You know, I presume you're talking about Quetzalcoatl, the deity, not necessarily Quetzalcoatl, the giant dinosaur. I mean, it could be. You know, who knows? Who knows these? I think it's also maybe a Quetzalcoatlus, maybe. Also, I made a Among Us dude. See? Blum. But he's only an Among Us dude from a specific angle. That angle. And he's got a gun because, yeah, I gave him a gun. Oh, I loved the cyborg. The android, sorry. The android. Mostly because I got to play with these sick eyeballs. I made this color palette and actually designed these eyeballs, which came out just so good. Yeah, I was very happy with that. Very happy with that. All right, character poll is up. Be sure to cast your votes because your votes will, of course, count to what we end up making today. The snake. In the D&D game I run on Sundays, the PCs will soon encounter the Baker Breaded Gem, owner of the Ice Tray Bakery. That's cool. I mean, that already raises so many questions. The Breaded Gem, which I'm thinking like is like maybe a bread person, or maybe he's like a very, very rotund individual that you know named Gem. And the Ice Tray Bakery kind of makes me think of like, you know, people who use like liquid nitrogen in cooking, except they're making them in baked goods. So like there's like baked Alaska, but then when you open it up, there's this shower of snow that's like actually powdered sugar. I don't know. It's, yeah, maybe that's me. Dread name to the NPC. Ah, okay. Very well. Yo, Rycon, what's up? Welcome, welcome. All right, quick, get into the poll, get into the poll. We've got like a few seconds left on it. There's probably none left, but there we go. All right. Okay, we have, the votes have come in, and the nomination, as I was hoping you wonderful people would decide, we are going to make Elfo Myri. Now, in order to make a good Elfo Myri, we of course need the wonderful woman herself. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to look up for a flattering picture of Myri that is not necessarily that will be appropriate. So I'm going to do this in a separate window, and I think Myri will understand and forgive me for doing so. Let's see. What's a good picture of Myri? I mean, these are all phenomenal pictures, Myri, but you can understand why I can only pick some of them to actually show on my stream. Oh, I love that one. Oh, that was one of your Through the Breach ones. I'm gonna show that one just because I can. There we go. Let me open this one up. Close too early. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what? If you throw your vote in, you know what? I'll put in a vote for like 3 minutes next time. There we go. Save images. There we go. Desktop. Boom. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Look at this gorgeous woman here. There she is. Look at her. Isn't she amazing? Stunning. And that is literally what she wore every single session for the Through the Breach game. Now, oh, I've got another sort of secret announcement for that. I am currently preparing to re-release the London Falls series of Through the Breach on my Twitch channel. It won't be live, but I will be in chat, hanging out with people, and we'll be getting a chance to, like, you know, talk about the series and throw some ideas out there as to, you know, what we're kind of doing and stuff. So in a nutshell, that's kind of what we're going to be doing. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because then you'll get to see Myri in this amazing outfit, which, you know, bless her soul, she had to get up so early in the morning and put on makeup and wear these contact lenses. She was just so extra. I like I said, very privileged to work with the wonderful Myri. So yes, these are absolutely beautiful images of Myri in her element. Let's see. Then again, there is no element that Myri isn't in. That is not Myri, but kudos, I guess. I was trying to find one more amazing one. Seeing if there's a goblin Myri. Nope, no goblin Myris. Okay, no, this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Two will be fine. All right. Them cheekbones, yo. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, let's look up Elf. So, Elf. How are we going to go with Elf? So, I think we first need to decide what type of elf we're going to play with. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people like to play around with the typical stereotype Legolas elf, you know, long hair, slight features, you know, absolutely radiant, and that's great. But what other elves can we play with? We can do a wood elf, we can do an ice elf in light of where she lives in Germany, and it being incredibly cold. Uh, we could play around with a bunch of different stuff there. What kind of elf do you reckon? Our dear Myri happens to be? What kind of elf? Also, another fun tidbit. Myri actually spent Christmas, well, I say Christmas, around Christmas over here in Australia for a short period of time, just before she, while she was traveling the world, and we got to spend an amazing time getting to know her and her partner Nico. They were amazing, absolutely wonderful people. In fact, so wonderful that, you know, honestly, like for like 3 months, me and my partner were very seriously considering traveling to Germany in order to just, you know, like, I mean, we both love where we live, but at the same time, you know, we kind of want to be able to branch out around the world and see people do things, you know, and Germany was just where the most awesome people we know were. Oh, we got some kind of summer. Even now, yesterday there was sunshine. Oh my God, yeah, that was definitely one of the off-putting things was trying to overcome my fear and death defiance of the cold. It was definitely a thing. I'm torn between these two. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one. All right. So yes, what type of elf? Wood elf? Aquatic elf? Tales of Pesh, what's up, dude? Welcome. I was actually talking about your stream next week where I will be playing. That's very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to that one. Okay. I kind of like these ears because they're elf ears, of course. I mean, I've never been against like the World of Warcraft like pointed out ears. Let's see. Half elf ears. Less is sometimes more. And then we've got all the animal ears. Yeah, okay, let's not break the mold on this. Let's go with that. As for hair, what hair do we want to give Myri? Oof. That is very dynamic. Frohawk? Nope, definitely not a Frohawk. Now, Myri's got quite nice wavy hair. But it's not poofy. That is poofy hair. That's very poofy hair. It's very cool hair, but I don't think it suits. Too curly. Too curly. Too curly. All right. Too wild. Too short. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with that one. I do like this one for Myri though. I think I'm torn between option A or B. Break out the big ears? All right, big ears it is. Bam! I love that. All right, with the big ears, let's have another quick look. Option... Oh, that's actually not too bad. I like that one. Okay, so here we go. We got option A, option B, or option C. A, B, or C. So A is the straight hair, B is the wavy hair, and C is the ponytail. So I'm going to throw in another vote here. All right, managing poll. And this one's going to go for 3 minutes, so you'll have some time to vote. Hair, wavy, ponytail, wavy, A straight wavy ponytail, damn it. Do it right. Done. There we go. Poll is starting. All right. So while we take a moment to rack up these numbers for the poll, I would like to take a moment to talk about well, I guess I just want to talk about a little bit about taking the time to go and do what it is you guys do, right? I've been streaming for going on 5 years now. It's been an amazing ride. I've always done it because it's a passion project of mine. It's one of the ways that I have as a creative outlet to create art, right? It's never been about making money. It's never been about like me sort of going, "Hey, donate to my stream. Hey, do this." You know, you'll find that I'm terrible at my social media and my promotions and stuff like that. I am all about trying to put a little bit of love and light into the world through what I do here with role-playing games, with just conversing with people. And, you know, I always talk about that. I always talk about people like myself and the people I role-play with. But I want to take a moment to talk about you in the audience. You guys who go from stream to stream, you know, sharing your, not only your love, but just your appreciation for the stuff that people do. For me, just fills me with such warmth. Nothing makes me happier than going to one of my friends' streams when they're in the middle of a game, and there's just this massive amount of support coming from the audience. People who are just genuinely appreciative of the fact that they're getting to watch a game. They appreciate how much effort and how much energy the players and the GMs put towards it, because a lot of the time these players and GMs aren't getting paid. They're sharing their experiences, they're sharing their fun, but they're putting everything into it, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And I want to say that to each and every one of you, it does not go unnoticed. I was in Phoenix Wacky's stream earlier on this week, and I've got to say there was something that happened. I won't say what, because for those of you who want to go watch the VOD, it was the last game that they ran. They went through an encounter. The encounter went south, as we know sometimes they can, and it was just this gripping moment where you kind of, your heart fell into your throat, and everyone was there with bated breath. The player was just so caught up in the emotions, basically in tears, and the support that came from the audience, the support of like, you know, this was a wonderful performance. Oh my God, you did so well. Oh my God, what a fantastic thing you've done. All that support that came out for me was just this. That was the highlight of the stream for me. It was just, you know, being able to have and be surrounded by people who just had that much to give to the people performing for them was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Oh, thank you for the bit, Second Hand Samurai. Here I was saying I don't ask for them, and that is because you guys are always so generous. You really are. Okay, here we go. So we've got the poll. It's just about to end. It did not show me what the poll was. So let's view the results. Can I view them separately? There we go. Wavy hair. All right. The wavy hair it is. Very well. Okay. Wouldn't let me vote, but whatever. I didn't need a vote anyway. Okay, so we got the wavy hair, so that's cool. I don't think we need a beard. I mean, I'm gonna veto that. I'm gonna say we don't need a beard. Eyebrows, definitely the dainty eyebrows. Or the okay. Let's create like a persona. This is one of the things we do as we're creating characters in Hero Forge, right? We ask, what kind of archetype do we want to create? The elf Myri. Now, if I were creating Myri as a character, we kind of have a base template already. Myri for me is not only a beautiful woman, but she is probably one of the fiercest women I know. Woman. She's one of the fiercest women I know. So for me, there'd definitely be that little sense of danger, that little sense of like, you know, having been around for a while and knows how to handle themselves. As much as I'd love to give her the perfect eyebrow line, I think having that little kind of nick in the eye kind of communicates a little bit of that personality very, very well. I wish there were things like scarring and stuff in Hero Forge, because that I think could be very cool. Hopefully they'll make that as a decal at some point, but you know. Can elves have beards? Now, traditionally elves do not have beards or body hair. Why? I have no idea. I don't know. I didn't create it. In my universe, ice elves don't have. Ice elves can grow facial hair and body hair, but ice elves are also non-magical. So there you go. Blushes fiercely. Yes. Yeah. So that's kind of where I would go with elves. Can elves have beards? I'd say yes. I would definitely have a sect of elves who don't have beards, just to kind of create that kind of, same Tolkien-esque thing. Dragonlance, yeah, they couldn't. Yeah, exactly. Secondhand. So I would definitely always have a group of elves who couldn't grow beards. But if you want to play around with bearded elves, I mean, by all means. By all means. All right. Now we're working on the body. Now, guys, I'm gonna say this because Myri's in chat. Please, be gentle. I am just going off body type. I'm not. This is not a statement on anything. But Myri's a little shorter than how tall is she? She's like 5 foot. I'll say 5'6". She's a little shorter than I am. Decent arms, yeah. Good posture. Let's see, lower waist, upper waist. Okay. Yeah, see, this is rough. Normally when I do these, it's like I don't actually have the person who's the subject matter in chat with me, but here I am. Because here's the thing. Myri could, if I insult her during this, contact my partner who will punch me in the face. So she could very well take her vengeance out on me. Okay. A little bit. Oh, yeah, I like that. Those are good proportions. Arm length, I think it's good. Let's give you some muscularity. I think too muscular, of course, but a little muscular. Yes. Short gang. All right. Honestly, I think the bust is okay. Be a little larger. Look, don't judge me. Okay. Waist, I think a little larger. Yeah, there you go. That's all right. A little bit more of the. Well, I mean, yeah, a little bit. There we go. Nice. Some pretty even proportions there. Curves. Very nice. Booty. Yeah, I think that's all right. Okay, there we go. Aha! How'd I do? Maybe. Ugh. Ardana! Game's about to start. We'll be lurking. That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if, you could go my partner. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, when someone lurks in the Dead Aussie Gamer channels, we protect them with everything we can. So if you can use a exclamation protect, we can then keep a watch over our resting comrade, watch over their graves. That is the nature of what we're doing. So there you go. 5'5" in real life. I am 5'8", so I'm actually not that tall either. So yeah, there you go. No sounds make you come through. No sound makes you not count on stream? What? No sound makes you not count on. I don't know what that means. I feel like I've lost something. Also, thank you so much for the tarot, Captain Tarot. Captain Tarot, welcome. Please grab a seat, sit down, enjoy. We are creating a Hero Forge miniature of a elf based on the lovely Myri Stritter from Orkenspalter TV. She is a wonderful role player and performer who I've had the absolute pleasure of role-playing with over the last few years. All right. A wings and a tail. Now, look, we haven't actually picked a genre, for example. So did we want to go with a fantasy elf? Maybe we want to go with a sci-fi elf or steampunk elf? Because if we do, I mean, we could always look at, like, sci-fi elves and getting, like, these big old badass sci-fi wings and stuff. That'd be kind of sick. Do you know what I mean? And we haven't even picked a class yet. Yeah, so there we go. Maybe we'll leave those for later then. Clothing, bases. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I think we got some stuff there. All right. Now that we've got the ideal of the character, let's start adding some personality quirks to it. So we've got the fierce side of it. We've got like the elf side now. Let's decide on what type of genre we want to play in. I'm hearing a vote for steampunk, so let's throw that in there. Let's do a quick poll here. I think we'll keep it nice and simple here. We'll go with nope, please don't do that. There we go. Gracias. Okay, new poll. Ugh, have to reload it 1 second. Rolling. Michael will be polling, asking people questions. Roll hard. There we go. Okay, new poll. Genre. Fantasy, steampunk, sci-fi, modern, and let's go with horror. Why not? Horror adventures. That's kind of cool. There we go. Boom. All right. Shadowrun. Ooh, I like the cyberpunk idea. Shadowrun Elf. Okay, yeah, I feel like a Shadowrun Elf's a good one because I feel like Myri definitely has the few Shadowrun games there. But we'll throw the vote. We'll see where people wanna go with. I would count if we went into sci-fi, I would definitely go with Shadowrun, especially if we went to like sci-fi modern or sci-fi horror. Those would definitely for me would go with Cyberpunk. But I think Cyberpunk Cyberpunk could be kind of cool. All right. Let's focus on another thing. Let's focus on another thing here. Now, guys, I know that that we all wish that we could play a bunch of different role-playing games. It's part of the nature of it. It's so fun and so addictive. And we do spend a lot of our time, getting into that point where, trying to coordinate with people, trying to coordinate games can really run us ragged. I want you guys to remember that good games always come to people who love them. I have come across so many different people in my time as a professional role player, and as much as I'm a fun guy. I mean, I have ego, but at the same time, I've got lots of anxiety, and I know I'm fun. I know that's the very least. Can I, when I go meet people, do I go, oh, can I provide you big numbers for your channel? Of course not. Can I provide you, big sales boosts with large sponsorships? Of course not. What I can promise people when I meet them is that you will have a good time. You'll have fun because I have fun. I love what I do and I love this game. And, people out there in the world who love this game are always attracted to each other. You'll always find people who share that love. They'll just find each other and they will always want to play with each other. And that's important to remember, So even if you're not in a game right now, just keep at it. Just keep that vibe alive, keep that love alive, and I'm sure that you will find your forever table with a GM who, of course, will treat you incredibly well. It'll always happen. Always does. Rycon, I've had a few good games. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Myri's voting for the Shadowrun Elf. Very well. I do like the Shadowrun Elf. All right. All right, the voting is now in. And it is sci-fi. All right. So let's go with a Shadowrun Elf then. Okay. A Shadowrun Elf. So with the Shadowrun Elf, I mean, we could play with a bunch of different things. Let's look at basic function. Let's go with... okay, so I'm going to do another poll here. Shadowrun Elf is the option. So are we going to go with a hacker, which is a magic technomancer, an operative, like a rogue kind of character, you're going to have to help me out here. I'm going to call it a thug, for want of a better word, like a fighter kind of character. Maybe an engineer. Mechanic kind of character. Or what else do I have? Let's go with like, I'm gonna throw in a detective. Like, because I like the LA noir kind of feel. So like a noir kind of, like a Shadowrun detective. That could be kind of cool. All right, there we go. Those are the suggestions. Throwing them out there. What do we want to see? Rycon. I had a game that would last up to 12 hours and the GM was great at keeping interest. Dude, those games are incredible, and I will give full props to any GM that runs it. Now, many of you know, a few years back, I actually attempted and succeeded at a Guinness World Record. Unfortunately, the paperwork got stuck in limbo, and while the record is achieved, I am the current holder of the unofficial Guinness World Record for the world's longest run tabletop role-playing game. I ran Pathfinder First Edition for 86 hours. In fact, bear with me. I actually just put it away like a few seconds ago, so give me a sec. So this was like in, I want to say like 2017 or the like. I got together with some friends and we booked out like 4 days at a venue. We had an entire support team come out of the woodworks to help us out. And I ran, you did not mishear, it was 86 hours. That is a good old 8-6. That was a total of nearly 4 days straight of running role-playing games. And yeah, so we played Pathfinder First Edition, and we played Rise of the Rune Lords, one of the very first APs that they made, specifically the Anniversary Edition. Now, it was actually the turning point when I moved away from being Ask a Pathfinder, which was my channel's original name. As much as I was into Pathfinder, I was really hoping for some support from Paizo when it came to that. I didn't get it. Nothing to do with Paizo. In fact, since then, Paizo has just been nothing but incredible to me. But at the time, I was kind of like, cool, I need to become something different. Dead Aussie Gamer seemed to work. So, here I am. But I still have, right here, my actual book that I ran the 86-hour marathon in. And would you take a look at this? I actually made sure that every single page had annotations and notes, had all the NPCs listed out. And, just from age, they've just curled from just how often I how old I ran this. Even I don't know if you guys can see that, but the book's edges were like worn completely down. And then I'd actually written out like post-it notes with like little campaign notes. And at the very back of the book, which hopefully is still there, I don't know if I kept it there or not. Yeah, here we go. Were all my, so not only did I run this game, I actually ran several side quests for my players. And it wasn't until I opened this book like a few years later that I even remembered what my players' characters' names were. So I had like this one here, Borgus. Quest: discover the origins of a broken Thessalonian runestone. The runestone is one of 3 pieces that were going to be used by the Rune Lord Atlantis to summon the Oliphant of Jamalai. The plan was sabotaged, however, and the 3 summoning stones were broken. Piece 1 is possessed by Borgas, who is wandering around with the group. Piece 2 is in Book 1, underneath the glassworks at the catacombs, protected by a Quasit who wears it as a necklace, having mistaken it for a jewel. Piece 3 is in Book 5, where the Scribbler, another servant of the Rune Lord of Wrath, protects the last piece, knowing that it would lead to the ultimate weapon of the Wrath Kingdom overtaking Karzog and the like. So, I wrote, like, pretty full-on, like, backstory quests for my players, because, silly me, I was worried that it would take me less than 86 hours to get through this monster. But it everything said and done, we almost hit it dead on the nose to get through everything, So yeah, there you go. Hey, Bloody, what's up? How you doing, mate? I hope you are well. At Myri, I appreciate your dedication to the cosplay form. Are you a fabricator? You are a fabricator as well, I assume. No, that's a good question. Myri, are you a fabricator? Do you fabricate things? I know that the New Zealanders fabricate things, and they do. I wrap my manuals in clear packing tape to prevent the inevitable fraying. I'm rough on my books. Yeah, mine just get lots of use. Like, a lot of people perceive that I play, like, tons of games every day. I don't think they understand exactly how much wear and tear my stuff gets. I have, like, 4 copies of the core rule books of each game system I play just because I destroy them by the end. And that's not because I'm being all evil. It's just how it is. All right, the results for the Shadowrun option are in. We have a almost landslide for Detective Noir. So let's make Noir Myri. So first of all, let's start with a bass, right? Now, when I imagine a bass, I think trilby hat, you know, kind of. Let's see. I'm sure there's a trilby here. There's a mobster hat. Like I said, I'm sure there's a trilby. There we go. All right, we have the detective trilby. We have the I think the kind of noir jacket. That's a bathrobe. Good job, Mike. Let's see. You know, the kind of detective duster that somebody has. That's very revealing. Not what I wanted. Still not what I wanted. A little bit better. I'm hoping for a shirt. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we got the shirt, and then we've got the very typical business pants. Let's see, business pants. Oh, there you go, pants, and then of course, some very smart shoes. Now, like I said, this is just the base. We will, of course, tweak everything as we go, but this is just where I like to start because you get that sense of inspiration from just looking at the character, you know. Oh, maybe they're at the top. I feel like they're at the top. There we go. Beautiful. All right. And then let's get some gear going. All right. All right. Okay. All right, and then we add in just a little bit of pizzazz. Now, I wish they had a match, but I know they don't. There you go. There we go. All right, so as you can see there, it's kind of like, you know, the whole like, you know, like detective lighting up a cigar, things going pretty rough. And you know what we could do, and this is just me being cheeky at this point, this is me showing off a little, is just to add a little bit of flair here. There we go. Let's lower the intensity here. And then what we can do. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, like I said, that's just me showing off. Okay, so yeah, you can see we've started on the detective train, lighting a cigar. It's kind of like, you know, oh man, it's like raining in you know, the middle of the streets. Ah, terrible weather. But here we have Myri the elf. Yeah, right. You've got it straight up. The noir music playing. It's so rad. I love it. Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what? To hell with it. Actually, I wasn't gonna do this because I've just recently tidied up my room, so I do apologize if I'm getting up a lot. Bear with me. 2 secs. 2 secs. All right, here we go. And in goes the plug. And let's get in the right mood, shall we? Nothing better than vibing on the right tunage. Am I right? Royalty-free noir music. Beautiful. Let's see, that should hopefully have come through. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. All right. Maybe it's not. Maybe I've busted it. Or maybe it's just taking its time. What? Tunes. Okay. Let's see. I'm glued to the screen instead of working. I know, terrible. Okay. So let's look at this character. Now, straight up from the stance and from the vibe, we're building from a noir platform. When designing a character, it's always important to remember that what you would get in a generic sense is never what you want. What you want to do is you want to add those little personal elements, those little touches that uniquely make the character special, right? Especially when you're doing something in Hero Forge. If I'm going to print this, for example, I absolutely 100% want to make sure that this is something no one else can buy. Because that's the point of Hero Forge. That's the whole purpose. I don't want just a generic elf in a coat. I want something special. So, let's start with how do we turn this into Shadowrun? So Shadowrun has that element of the science fiction. I like the idea of do you guys remember Valentine from Fallout? I don't mind looking this up. Valentine Fallout. Yeah, this guy here. Look at this guy. Right? Now, one thing I loved about Valentine was just the kind of that I mean, he was a synthetic character, right? But just that kind of like everything was like a facial emulation kind of thing. Like look at these eyes, right? So I think one thing that could be really cool about this is if there is some sort of augmentation on the character, you know? So if I wanted to communicate that, and I know I mentioned this before, so I'm gonna maybe look at doing this to begin, but the custom eyes that I made are definitely a great place to start. We could add in kind of like maybe make the irises a bit bigger so they stand out. And then adjust the face pose so that we have the eyes kind of looking horizontally, like, you know, like you've spotted something in the rain. There you go. When I think sci-fi noir, I think an observer a bit. Yeah, I can see what you mean with that. Not just showing off, it's the attention to detail that really makes a figure stand out. Yes, absolutely. And you know how often people just won't play around with poses or eye lines and stuff like that for Hero Forge minis? So many times. Highly recommended. Okay, so I love that little detail. That little detail speaks Shadowrun, but we can do more. We can absolutely do more. Let's have a look at the clothing again. I definitely like the headpiece. There are some, of course, sci-fi headpieces, but I think they're a bit ostentatious and take us a little bit too far away from the you know, kind of detective trilby kind of thing. I mean, the Sherlock Holmes hat could work. I think there is one here somewhere. Bugger me if I could find it though. Sherlock Holmes hat? Nope. Maybe I lied. Oh, that's kind of cool. I actually kind of dig that. That is a English flat cap. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, actually. All right. So there's the trilby, the English flat cap. Oh, I think maybe that's the detective one I was thinking, but probably wrong. And let's get one more here. Goggles? Yeah, goggles are always... I mean, goggles always happen in steampunk and sci-fi, right? Is there something more exciting? Something more sci-fi? Like a Dragon Ball Z Scouter? I don't know. There's that thing. Meh. Don't like that one. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna do another vote. Another vote here. I don't like the Sherlock Holmes one, but I am torn between the English flat cap or the Trilby. What do you guys think? Flat cap or flat cap, Trilby, or nothing? Right? Those are my three choices. That's what I'm gonna put up here. So hat, flat cap, Trilby, no hat. Done. There we go. I'm only gonna put 2 minutes on this poll. 2 minutes on that one. There we go. Let's keep reading. Half the appeal of Hero Forge is the ability to play around like this. Absolutely, 100%. If you don't play around with this and you order a Hero Forge Mini, you are wasting your time. You don't have to play around to this degree, mind you. But yeah, if you're using some of the presets and stuff like that, waste. Make the model do its work. Make the model do cool things. Oh man, that is so cool. That is so cool. Also, I like the idea of earrings. Not because I think that you know, anything in particular about people with earrings. But I've always been I've always kind of been fascinated. Nah. See, because for me, cyberpunk kind of feels that way, you know. Well, you know what, Myri? This just means that one day I have to run you, or you have to run me. No, we have to play in a Shadowrun game together. And just wait till the colorations come in. That's where I'll get you. Okay, so that's all right. Ooh, I like the idea of right hand, left hand. So that is this hand. Yes. I like the idea of a left-handed ring. The reason being is I think it builds character. And if it's on a finger opposed to the wedding ring finger, it gives a bit of background. It gives kind of like that maybe the character was married and then lost their husband to like gang warfare or something. That could be kind of cool. Cool story. It's just a little detail that I think implies a lot and creates a lot of mystery around that story. No, that's not the cap. That's that cap. All right. We have the flat cap. Yeah, I definitely like the flat cap too. And you get to see those eyes just pop, which is amazing. Rykon. Oh, and Aristocrat. Hi. Hello. Bonjour. Welcome. Please don't speak to me in French. I don't speak French. I just say bonjour to people. Welcome. I loved your stream the other night. Please allow me the honor of doing a quick shout out here. Guys, Aristocrat Comics is a absolutely wonderful artist who I bumped into in a very, very, very late night stream. I was up for various reasons. You guys know how I work. And honest to God, like, incredibly talented. Some beautiful animations, beautiful artworks, and she creates D&D characters with the stream. Yeah, it was amazing to watch the process. And she plays Dungeons and Dragons online with a group of friends. I do apologize. I don't remember the name of your friend where you stream on, but if you do, let me know. I will definitely shout them out as well. But definitely give Aristocrat Comics a follow because they are just so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, I know bonjour. I know ça va, très bien. I know a few things. Parlez-vous anglais? That would basically be it. Basically because if you can't answer me that question, then chances are I'm gonna have a bad time in your particular dialect. Basically because see, in my mind, as long as I can ask, can you speak English? Generally people will go either yes, of course we speak English, you idiot, like what's wrong? Or they'll say Englishman, and then point me in the direction of someone who speaks this horrible language. All right. And I do the same thing in German as well. Sprachen Sie English? Sprachen Sie English? Okay. So where are we at? Yes. What are we doing here, by the way? So thank you for joining us. And what we are doing here, by the way, is we are creating Hero Forge miniatures. Based on our lovely friend Myri from Orkenspalter TV. We are making a Shadowrun elf investigator. And so far we've decided on a hat. We've kind of gotten a vibe going. Yeah, we're just playing around. Petition for a channel point that frees my ponytails to let the lock out. Oh my god. So there is an ongoing joke that my hair is a shambling mound. And if unleashed, will devour my stream. The petition has been heard. It will go in the box. Okay. So we've created a nice vibe for the head. Let's go back to the body. Let's check this out. So again, once again, we are trying to create the noir look. We're also trying to create the investigator look. The idea of the trench coat has always been very synonymous with mystery. You know, what's inside the trench coat? You could hide a shotgun inside of it. You can conceal weapons, right? But that's not the only type of investigators you have. You have investigators who hide in plain sight. You know, like you could have a plain clothed, you know, kind of Shadowrun-y kind of dude, like in a hoodie, right? For example, like that actually doesn't look terrible, right? But the problem is we don't scream investigator here, right? It screams mysterious, and the smoking thing means, you know, some bad life choices. But we need to make sure that we maintain both that sense of, you know, kind of that investigator style, while at the same time trying to modernize it ever so slightly. Yeah, I don't think those are fitting. Okay, I've got to admit, I've seen Myri wearing a few open chest outfits like this, and every time I see it, this character never feels out of place because I'm making a character of Myri. Ooh, with the tie. Oh, what do you think? What do you think, guys? Do you guys like the one with the tie on it? That very business casual. No, it's business, really. Hey, Froghemoth, what up? Hablo inglés? Yes, hablo inglés. Also, I know English basically is Tamil for do you speak English? And I used to know it in Japanese as well. I used to know it in Japanese, but I can't remember. A detective could dress up like a raver so it could blend in certain crowds. Yeah, absolutely. AKA like the face in Shadowrun. Yeah. Yeah, basically this would be the face, the person who speaks to the people. Gorgetin chest wrap. I'm not going to use it. I just wanted to know what it was. Okay, fair enough. It reminds me of the barbarian from Pathfinder. That's what it reminds me of. Oh, no. I was thinking like, you know the I like ties and cleavage. Yeah, who does not like ties and cleavage? All these non-model. Actually, you know what? Let's make this simple on ourselves. Sci-fi. And can we select modern as well? No. So sci-fi, just yeah. So these are the sci-fi ones. I don't know what makes the bathrobe, undershirt and trench sci-fi-ish. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. So I guess it comes down to, okay, looking at these, I would say that it has to be a, it has to definitely be one of the overcoat ones. And I think I'm leaning on the tie. The tie gives a good accent. Tie and coat, yeah, for Froghemoth. Yeah, I agree. Phoenix, what's up? Hey, Phoenix, I did mention Japanese. And you know what? I even mentioned your stream earlier on. I was saying that I appreciate people in the chat, people who do amazing things, people who talk to amazing people. because I was in your chat during, in your channel during your stream, and unfortunately, whatever happened, which I'm not spoiling, happened on your stream. One of the players was definitely very saddened by the events that had occurred, but the audience was just so supportive. You know, it was really touching to see. Okay. All right. So I definitely like that coat. Let's go with okay, so gloves or no gloves? What do we think? Gloves or no gloves? I kind of like the fingerless the marksman gloves with the little finger sticking out. It kind of looks like that toffee modern aesthetic, but I don't like the little elbow thing that's happening there. I don't like the Sonic the Hedgehog wrist thing that seems to be there. Plain gloves? Yeah, plain gloves are also good. I mean, if you are in a detective situation, you might not want to leave fingerprints if you are of course breaking into places. You know, it's always a good point. What are these football player gloves? No, I've seen those. Those ones have. You know, I'll show you. These have like the kind of knuckles on them, the knuckle guards. Actually, they're too big. They're too big. I don't like them. Yeah, okay. Okay, so marksman, fingerless, or plain. Those are the three choices here. Those are the three choices we're going with. They're a good bunch. Yeah, they're absolutely a good bunch. You run just a wonderful stream with some wonderful and amazing players. Getting to play with them was truly a pleasure. And I thank you for giving me that opportunity to do so. Okay, so fingerless, marksman, and plain gloves. And of course, no gloves is always an option. Actually, you know what? Let's go no gloves plus ring, no gloves, no ring. Because I didn't give you guys much of an option in regards to the ring. There you go. So there you go. We got options. Boosh! There we go. The poll is up. Be sure to vote, please. And aristocrats, thank you so much for the follow. It is greatly appreciated. Welcome to the crypt, and I hope that you enjoy your stay, no matter how long or how short it might happen to be. This is a place of safety and acceptance where we appreciate all things role-playing and all people of the artistic inclination. If you would like to, please feel free to jump and say hello on Discord. Especially if you are a streamer, I do highly recommend it because, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know so many streamers, and 90% of the time, I will reach out to just everyone, and for the most part, just ask if people want to play. Doesn't matter where you come from in the world. As many people know, I do not have a sleeping schedule that makes any kind of sense. So I'm always looking for people to play with. Yeah, that's it. Yay! Reached out to Rob and Josh too. Yeah, Rob and Josh are awesome as well. You know, I think I'll be playing with Dread on Tale of Pesha's channel as well. And I think we've got 2 Joshes and 2 Michaels playing at the same time. So that's going to be fun. Fun on a bun. Okay, so while we're waiting for the poll, let's talk about our next thing. Guys, there are people out there in the world who are streamers who don't have professional setups, right? There are lots of people who look at my stuff and look at like Critical Role, they look at you know, Matthew Colville, and they look at like Realmsmith, for example. All these people, oh, and of course, Orkenspalter. How dare I forget? And they look at their very professional setup. Oh, actually, speaking of professional setup, sorry, I'm going to sidetrack really quick. I'm sidetracking myself. When I got to play Forbidden Lands with Myri, I got to see like the talent that she has when it comes to building actual miniatures, and we played on a hexagonal thing, and she actually built a goddamn castle, a whole castle with freaking like garden pieces and a tree, and there was like secret tunnels and stuff. My God, it was incredible. It was amazing. I got to find out where that VOD lives, and I need to 100% take the time to go and find that again, because yeah, Myri's channel and Myri's art is just crazy. But to go back to my point, after gushing, it's important to remember that streaming is not a click your fingers and suddenly you're popular. It's not something that that you do because everything you do is going to be a Hollywood level Hollywood level thing. People filming in their room, in their houses, they're all people who are sharing, you know, their love of this game and all the stuff there. And if you feel like that's what you want to do, I want you to remember, never feel as though there's a standard you have to keep in order to keep pace with anyone. There's no such thing, right? There are some people out there who stream in their bathroom that have hundreds of thousands of people watching their content, and there are people who have incredibly professional setups that have handfuls of people watching. What's important is you sharing what you have, what you uniquely bring to the table, and that is, quite frankly, you. Because you are special, you are incredible, and you are wonderful, and what people would like to see. Okay. Like me, I don't have a good setup on streams, I just use the basic overlay. That's fine. Absolutely fine. 100% fine. Just make sure that you don't have pets that are licking their privates behind you, and make sure that you don't have dirty laundry. That's pretty much my only explanation, is like, you know, as long as behind you is reasonably tidy, that's fine. Some of the best stories I have watched have been broadcast as nothing more than a Zoom capture. Absolutely. 100%. In fact, I know a lot of conventions that do the same thing too. All right, let's go with pants. Now, I think we can play around with the pants a bit more. While I do like the kind of business pants thing, we can definitely play around with like belt buckles and the like. You can play around with the dress. I mean, probably a bit silly wear a jacket and a dress. Can you wear a trench coat and a dress? Is that a thing? Do people wear trench coats and dresses? I'm just gonna Google that super quick. Trench coat and dress. Image search. Let's see. Well, there are trench coats that are dresses. Oh, that gives you that gives like definitely Paris Fashion Week type vibe I'm getting from that. Wholesome words of wisdom. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's all about love here, guys. That's it. Like, I have no requirements. Ooh, you know what? I'm not hating this. I'm not hating this at all. Right? Is that me? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Yes, sorry. Yes, no, this is a place of love. This is a place of support. This is a place to uplift people. This is lessons that I've learned very closely from the wonderful Dreaded GM. If you do not know who this individual is, guys, definitely go check him out as well. He is unfortunately rather unwell at the moment. His stream is not streaming today. Otherwise, he would otherwise be streaming Curse of Strahd right now. So if you don't know who he is, go check out his channel. Again, a wonderful individual, and I've learned just so much from being his friend and being able to associate with him. And of course, our other friend, Robert Hartley, who are Australian and New Zealand streamers. So yeah, share them some love. Go and visit them because you will not regret it. Oh, the cargo pants look pretty good. Definitely not the tracky tags. Definitely not that. All right, you know what? Okay, so here's where I'm at. Cargo pants, so business pants, cargo pants. The one right next, it looks interesting. The short shorts. Ooh, dem gams. Look at them gams. Sexy legs. I can attest, Myri has very good looking legs. But I don't think I would, I don't think those shorts are going to look very LA Noir. So, cargo pants. Okay, business pants, cargo pants. The cocktail dress. Ooh. Cocktail dress, noble skirt. Nah. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna go with those ones. Okay, that's what I'm going with. Yeah, Dreaded GM is very cool. Yes, Dreaded GM is very cool. Now, has that finally decided to... No, it hasn't. God damn it, why are you being so difficult? Come on. Look, all I want you to do is connect my headphones so that I can play some music, but it's not letting me. All right, so skirt doesn't go well with the coat. I think, I don't know, but maybe, like I said, maybe it's just me. I thought they look reasonably okay. New poll. Leggings, dress pants, cargo pants. What was that one? That was the cocktail dress. Maybe the tattered pants might look. Nah, I think it's too. I mean, if the top were tattered a bit, I'd probably say yeah. But was there another one that I had? Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, I think those are it. Okay, cool. Boom. Poll has been started. All right. Yes, Josh is epic. Absolutely. Dresses awesome GMs from the heart. Absolutely. The one side open dress. Yeah, I don't think that one. I don't. You kind of miss out on that one side being opened. This one's got two sides open, which I think looks a bit weird. Okay. Dread GM is very cool. Skirts don't go well with the code. Dread was the first person to find us and gave us a huge boost. Absolutely, and that's what Dread's all about. Dread is just such a big boosty kind of person. Me, on the other hand, and you know, I've described this multiple times. I'm a performer. I'm an actor. As much as I would love to be an influencer and someone who like does the whole celebrity YouTube thing, I'd love to do it. I just lack the time because of how many games I run and how much I play. I am a celebrity role player. I love playing with people. I love going to other people's channels and hanging out and getting to meet all kinds of people from all over the world. Honestly, like, I was asked this a year or two back by Janet and Dimitri, who are, of course, Mari as well, along with Guy and Kaora. We all starred together in a D&D series. And that was the moment that I realized that what I want to do with my life is I want to meet people like this. I want to meet the best role players in the world. I want to play with these people. I want to get to know these people. I don't want to just be a business person to like have to play with them, shake their hands and go on my way. No, I want to be friends with these people because, and I know this sounds super pretentious, I want to be friends with the best role players in the world because I want to be the best role player in the world, you know. And to do that, I need these people. I need to make sure that, you know, I'm living up to the standard that I think these people hold. And that's why I, you know, like Guy, for example. Guy called, you know, a few weeks back. Oh, we're voting the cocktail dress. All right, cocktail dress it is. Well, if we're going the cocktail dress, we definitely need different shoes. Absolutely. So I'm gonna go through the shoes, and we'll see what fits. We'll see what fits. See if the shoe fits. Yeah, that was lame. Anyway, the important thing is, right, is I spent a great deal of time, you know, sort of getting to know these people, and it now got to the point where Guy has a new series which he's running called Training Grounds, where he is. Oh, I don't mind the sneakers, not necessarily the tennis shoes, but the athletic shoes. I'm gonna write these down real quick because I know I'm gonna forget them. New poll shoes, athletic shoes. There we go. That's there. Yeah, I don't like the business shoes on the skirt. Bunny slippers. Anyway, yes. So Guy runs Training Grounds, which is an absolutely fantastic show that he's doing, where people will get to GM 1 week, get a score from the other players who are also GMs, and then come back the following week and then see if they can beat their score. Now, he's got a first string of actors who, sorry, not actors, of GMs who are to play. He then has a second string of actors who are there to play. And I told Guy, like, straight up, like, you know, if you need help at any point in time, any time of day, you let me know and I will help out. Ooh, I like these leather boots. The leather boots are cool. Yeah, I do like these ones. And yeah, that's basically what I told him. And a few weeks ago, he cashed it in. He basically turned around and said, "Hey, Mike, listen, Laura Bones, who is in chat right now, who did a phenomenal job, by the way, is running a game. Can you come and help us out?" And I said 100% yes. So at 1 a.m., I got up, I got dressed, I washed my hair, brushed my teeth again, and jumped into a chat because, like, for me, that was a no-brainer. Of course I'll come help Guy out, because not only is Guy a great friend, but I want to see him succeed, and I want Laura to look her best. And part of looking your best is having, entertaining, fun, engaging players. Ooh. Oh, that did something to me. Cuffed leather boot with a heel. Ooh, I like that. These boots were made for ass kicking. Yeah, I don't know if I like the standard dress high heels. Oh, definitely not the tall laced ones. Nah. No. All right, those are the options. All right, the poll is beginning. Be sure to cast your votes. All right, let's catch up with chat a little bit. Thank you for stooping down. You are a working GM. Yeah, I am a very working GM. I'm absolutely working. If it's not for the kids, it's definitely for you fine people and for all my friends who have ever asked me to do stuff. Even when I play, I put in a ton of effort into every single role I play, learning new voices, working on my physical and vocal mannerisms for the characters I play. It's all incredibly time-consuming work, but I love every second of it. Oh, those leather ones are pretty good too. I do like all of these. These are all very, very nice. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Thank you for stooping down to our level on occasion too. There is no stooping. There is no stooping, because I do not believe that people who are in my chat, I don't even believe that anyone who gives the time of day to streamers, like the people in the chat and people here, are beneath the people who are streaming, ever. Even in Critical Role streams, you are not worse or less than the people you are watching in any particular way. They, and take this from me. I've spoken to celebrities. I have met and, on multiple occasions, have actually spoken with Satine Phoenix, who, of course, is, again, one step removed from the Critical Role team. Same thing with the Nerdarchy guys and, a whole bunch of other people. They are people. They are people who just love role-playing. They are friends. They're just a group of people who took their love of film and television and the like and married it to their role-playing and just, did that. The Viva La Dirt League guy is exactly the same. There's no stooping. They're just people with different skill sets who do the exact same thing. And if you corner them and talk to them about the thing that they love talking about it just as much. And if you'd like to see that, you can go check it out on Rob's channel, where we sat down with Satine and talked about her game. And I spent the first 10 minutes not understanding a single mathematical bit of nonsense that Rob and Satine were going on about. Yep, definitely left behind in the wind on that one. I am street smart, not mathematics smart. But apparently there's lots of maths in design, so they appreciated it. So it was good. Yay, Training Grounds. Yes, yay, Training Grounds. A woman and her shoes are intensely personal. Are they? I don't know. I'm not a woman. I can't say. Will we see you as a GM on Training Grounds to show us how it's all done? I think Season 2 is going to have Demi, Kiora, and Janet on a special. Oh, well, I haven't been asked. Not that I'm offended, but Guy has some other plans with some other people, and I'm not going to mention who, what, or why. But I will say it's not me. I'm not offended. I am very happy for the people involved, and will be promoting it as best as I can. But needless to say, I am not currently interested in the Training Grounds thing. Not because of anything in particular, but I know I'm a really good GM, and I've run so many games that I don't feel as though the criteria would be fair to any player, because anyone who plays with me would know very much that if I put all my effort into something, like all my effort into running a game like I would for that, it would be an incredible experience, and it would be very, very hard to vote me down. But, it's I'm very confident about it. Very confident. Which means that the following game that I'd play, I'd have to improve on that somehow, which would just be weird and hard and insane. Why don't we go shave some dwarves at some point in our lives? Yeah, that's right. We played with Laura's game and we ended up shaving some dwarves. Oh man, the line I gave, I can't remember what it was, but I yelled at these dwarves who refused to get shaved, and I was not having any of their shit, and it was glorious. It was like, you know, you lost your dwarven honor when you decided to abandon the army. Now shut the hell up, take the razor, and fucking shave off your beard. It was funny as hell. Funny as hell. They did something to me, says Dittoed. Yeah, that one show you joined had the most realized character I'd ever had the pleasure of running for. Ah, you know what? You played no small part to that, Phoenix, and this is the important thing for any player, is to always remember that your GM is a storyteller just like you, and if you work closely with them and don't try to trick them or overpower them or outmaneuver them, they're one of the greatest assets to you as a storyteller. Maths, yeah, maths. Great interview. Love the concept of maths. Only understand basic arithmetics and algebra. Sad. Yep. Okay. All right. So I'm digging the vibe here. I'm digging the vibe. I love the heels. I love the outfit. Now let's talk about the cigar. Cigar, yay or nay? What do you reckon? I know it's really cool because I've added in the lighting effect, which is slightly off center, which has been bugging me for a little bit. But because the cigar is here. Not. There we go. There we go. Then a little bit higher. Anyway, question is, do we want the cigar or do we not? That's the big question. Big question is steampunk noir Myri a smoker, yay or nay? The lighting is so cool. I imagine you said yeah. You can't really see it with the hand in the way. Well, the idea is that she's lighting the cigarette, right? She's blocking the wind from covering it because there's no matches in Hero Forge. So we're kind of creating the illusion that she's striking a match, she's lighting it, and that way you don't necessarily see the that. And the only evidence of it is the glow. Any options besides the cigar? Not for like cigarette. Like there's no like cigarillo or anything like that. You've got like the masks and stuff like that. It would basically be us changing the stance and the pose, which we can. We can give her a gun. We can give her a different vibe. You know. Yeah, in real life, Myri isn't a smoker. That's true. You know what? This is supposed to be a Myri elf. So let's ditch the cigarette. Let's now talk about what we want to put in her hands. What equipment should Noir Myri have? What gear? Although that being said, actually, let me before I do that, just because it was a very cool pose, and again, pro tip for Hero Forge, because this is an awesome pose. First of all, always remember to save. Save as Smoker Investigator. Okay, so we save that as a pose. And then we can use it later on if ever we want to create a smoker. Boom, there you go. However, we do need to then open the original. So that is the smoker investigation pose. So we'll move that into poses and we will reopen this one. There we go. I do like the glow though. We can make glows and other things as well. Any matchstick options? No, Seth. Unfortunately, there is no matchstick. Okay. Let's go to gear. Let's change up the pose a bit. Let's move this around. Let's get rid of our cigarette here. All right. So we have our Myri here. What should she have? Let's get inspired here. A little fireball or a cell phone? Yeah, that could be cool. Let's see. What does a cell phone look like? Let's see. We've got modern, so let's see what sci-fi looks like. We've got some cybernetic stuff. Let's see. There's potion bottles. Let's go down to the bottom. Bottom's always a good place to start. Whoopee cushions. Yada yada yada. Nope. Pens, quills. Pens never a bad idea. Makes it look like a reporter though, you know, a pen, I feel. It's a pipe. This is the cigar. So you got a cigar in its hand if we want a cigar. Ooh, a cassette player. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to hang on to that one as an option. Voodoo doll. A rose bouquet. Oh, I wish, you know what? I got to look at this, right? If we can put the rose bouquet on the ground and then maybe have her investigating it, that'd be pretty sick. That'd be very sick. A pocket watch? Nah, not a fan of the pocket watch. Rope. Pipe. Yeah, pipe. Just bludgeon people. I like the improv style of the pipe. So there we go. We got a mobile phone, so we can do that with a phone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say yes on the phone. I'm going to say yes on the phone because we can create that glowy light from the phone too. Let's see. What else? Yeah, I don't like the old cell phones. Mostly because they call it old cell phones, and I still remember having one of those. Scanners. Yeah, these are maybe a little bit too sci-fi there. Notebooks, broken bottles. All right. Yeah, I got a few things there. Now I'm gonna veto a few things. No heavy guns, no rifles or anything like that. But I think a pistol could be good. Hefe, what's up? Nice to see you, dude. Nice to see you. Desma, you like the glow? I like the glow too. I actually do. I actually really do. Okay, so pistols. We can definitely do pistols, but we can also do pistols on a holster, or we can do pistols in her hand as well. So both will work well. So let's keep that in mind. I think a pistol could be good. Lantern, torch. Oh, flashlight. Okay, let's talk flashlight. Flashlight's a good one. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because the idea is we also got to keep that cyberpunk thing going. All right, so let's okay, let's do a vote here. Okay, I'm gonna put in a couple of things here. Hand objects. We've got phone, flashlight, cassette player, pistol. We'll figure out which pistol when we get to it. Or well, let's go with, someone mentioned a blade before, but I don't know. Maybe is there like a tech knife? Maybe we can make a tech knife. Like, you know, maybe color it with like a lightsaber-y kind of vibe, maybe. I don't know. Not vibing that one. Magic spells, maybe? There's no real sci-fi spells, though. Oh, maybe a sci-fi shield? Nah. Man, these are tricky. I wonder if there's any sci-fi clubs, like short sci-fi clubs. Ooh, a baseball bat. You know what? I don't hate that. I don't hate the slightly Harlequin thing. Yeah, I agree. It would likely be under the coat if there was a gun. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, I don't know if there's a tech knife specifically. Okay. Claw hammer, nunchucks. Yeah. Enchanted baseball bat. Yeah, we could do stuff like that. Okay. So there we go. Those are the choices. That's what's up for grabs. The phone, the flashlight, cassette player. Now, I will be picking the top 2 things, okay? So I'll be picking the top 2 things cuz Like I said, I'm very, very keen on, actually, you know what? No, yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll pick the top 2 things. Whatever the top 2 things are, that is what I will go with. Is there a gavel? I don't think there's a gavel. I mean, maybe there is. Let's have a look. Gavel. There is no gavel. Gavel would be amazing. Knuckle duster. Yeah, there is a knuckle duster. Yeah, there we go. Brass knuckles. Boosh. Yeah, brass knuckles is... Yeah, I think brass knuckles look all right. If enough people ask for brass knuckles, we'll do that. Can we make it look like they're standing under a neon sign? Yes. Yes, I can. Can absolutely make that a thing. In fact, while we're waiting for these results, let's play around. So, playing around with the light. If I were to create that... Yeah, that'll probably be how I do the street light. Probably if I was doing it at night. Probably a bit darker. Yeah, or something. I mean, we'll play around. There we go. All right. Change the background if you can simulate a darker area. Yeah, no, that's true. I can. Well, keeping in mind, once the Hero Forge Mini is done, it'll be whatever color it is. So even though we can change the background light in the photo booth, for example, where we can hide the ground, hide the base, and we can play around with sunlight. Right, for example, and create the kind of darker tones. See, we can do that easy in the background stuff, but the mini won't come out like this. Cinder1313, what are we making? We are making the beloved Myri from Orkenspalter TV as a elf Shadowrun investigator. We've given her augmented eyes, so she's got these beautiful glowing eyes. We've given her a trench coat, we've given her a cocktail dress, and these awesome looking heels, as well as what looks to be a flashlight, and what's our second go-to? A flashlight and a phone. All right, flashlight and a phone. All right. Hey, thank you so much, Laura, for the gift subs. Ah, that is so generous. Thank you, everyone. Welcome, new subscribers to the Dead Aussie Gamer Crypt. You have now been buried beneath the soils of the Dead Aussie Gamers Crypt. Allow it to fester and allow yourselves to grow and evolve. Over the next few months, your badges will break and unleash the undead that lurks within. Good luck, and may the undeath take you. All right. So, back to our lovely Myri. Now, we have our flashlight. There we go. We've got our lovely flashlight, and we have our mobile phone. Now, I immediately play out a scene, so I'm gonna try and get this pose just right. Okay, so I think it needs to be kind of like that. with the head. Tilted that way. The shoulder bent down. And one of the cool things you can do in Hero Forge is you can change the angle of the grip, which is very useful for certain things. So do remember to, again, play around with your positionings and the like. Okay, and then what we can do here is let's give the phone a blue. Let's make it like your typical standard black phone. Maybe a little splash of color on the lens there, you know, just to zhuzh it up a bit. Maybe a little brighter. There we go. Beautiful. Actually, let's go a little bit brighter. Yeah, beautiful. There we go. Okay. And then let's get that lighting back in, which is right there. And then we move that down to where the phone is. Maybe a little bit in front of the phone. Almost there. Beautiful. Okay. Then let's emulate that turquoisey color. Lower the intensity just a little bit. Maybe move it up a bit to lower the blue that's there. And then let's adjust the pose again just a teeny bit to match up. Okay. So here we have very easily a lovely little glow effect on the phone, which is awesome. And then we can apply the same effect to our flashlight by adding that yellow, and once again creating just another one of these. There we go. Just ever so slightly adjusting it so that we can create the right appropriate shadows. Beautiful. All right, and then make that a bright yellow. Ah, that is too bright, as you can tell, so we can lower the intensity. Maybe add a little bit more. Tiny bit more intensity. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So as you can see there, we've now got the torch light and we've got the phone light. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff that we can do there, which is kind of cool. Now we still haven't gotten the color and stuff like that. Why is there a hype train? Who did that? Thank you so much, guys. Oh my god. Yes, another hype train. Sorry, I completely zhuzhed out of it because I was trying to get those things up. Thank you so much, guys. That is so generous. Thank you to Hester and to Secondhand Samurai for the bits. You guys are amazing. Level 2 hype train. Guys, we're just supposed to be hanging out. We're supposed to be friends, okay? Chill out. No, that's cool. Also, good morning, Jacoby. Nice to see you. Wonderful to see you. Bloody, you are a bloody champion, you are. Has anyone ever told you that? You're a bloody champion. Thank you so much for donating gifted subs to the community, to all of these wonderful and amazing people. Guys, welcome to the crypt. For those of you who have gotten your new gravestones, I hope that you will enjoy your lovely plot on the Dead Aussie Gamers channel. It will eventually burst forth with your type of undead, and yes, hopefully over time it will grow and transform into a variety of different types. Like Secondhand Samurai, who has just recently arisen as a skeleton with his big skelly fist, which is cool. Jimmy the Skip, trying to learn how to play D&D, but I live in Melbourne, so it's in lockdown. What would you suggest the best way to learn? Easy. Leave Melbourne. Come to Perth. Perth is awesome. We don't have lockdown. No, no, I'm teasing. People are just so hungry for role-playing games. It is very hard not to find it. The biggest bit of advice I can give you is don't be afraid to pay for your first session. I have had more than my fair share of people approaching me about running their first session, and I tell people all the time, guys, there's a reason why paid GMing is a thing. It is because it is a great way to guarantee that you're going to have a great time. And even if you're a brand new person, they understand that, they know it, and the reason why it costs money is because they know how to run a game that is going to be great, wonderful, and create a very special scenario just for you. So Jimmy, if you get a chance to, either A, come visit my Patreon because I run games online on Twitch, or B, go to a website called startplaying.games. It's a wonderful website for paid GMs, and you can talk to and work with a bunch of different people who are in the professional role-playing space that work around a lot of Australian times as well. Definitely recommend it. How are we at a level 4 train? Guys, Desmay, sorry. D-Maze. Thank you so much for the bits. Hefe, all the... You guys are trying to break me. You guys are trying. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You're trying to make me all emotional and stuff and make me lose concentration. But joke's on you! I already can't concentrate. That's terrible. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, you're too much. You guys are too much. Okay. For those of you who are joining, I mean, how are you guys? I mean, fair enough. Thank you so much for joining us. We are playing around on Hero Forge. What are we doing today? Really, honestly, we are just hanging out with you wonderful and amazing people. Because that's just literally what I wanted to do today. I looked at you guys and I went, you know what? These people are so much fun and so amazing that I just want to have a stream. I just want to make a thing and do a thing with these cool people, and here we are. We are doing cool things. And we were also lovely joined by the ever-talented Myri from Orkenspalter. So the audience and myself have been inspired to make a Myri-inspired Shadowrun elf investigator, who we are now in the process of making. So the Shadowrun element, we've given her cybernetic eyes, we've given her a mobile phone and a torch, which is really cool. So now we're going to be building her color palette. Now, ironically, we were talking about this earlier on because we were talking about how dull color palettes can kind of be a bit tricky. So I'm going to keep to a dull color palette because I think dull fits into the noir style. Also, Jacoby with the freaking gifted subs. Thank you so much, dude. And yes, Froshbeer, welcome to the stream and welcome to the undead side of things. You will hopefully now see that you have a graveyard badge that will, of course, nurture and grow into a nasty, vicious undead that will be welcomed in my crypt at any time. So there you go. Sitting with my husband, watching NPC D&D on our smart TV. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. I wish I knew what NPC D&D is. I don't know. I'm just appreciating that that there is other medias that you can watch on a smart TV that allow you to access D&D stuff. That's super cool. Also, thank you everyone for feeding Phantom. For those of you who don't know, this is Phantom. Phantom is tiny. Phantom is cute. He is a lich dragon, or a Dracolich as most would call him. And he is fed by bits, and he protects the stream from bots. He is cute, he is adorable, and I love him. I love him. He is so small. Okay. And we can make him dance too. See? He can dance if he wants to. Yep, okay. All right, color palette. So, the thing about dark color palettes is, the way to make dark color palettes really work is, you want to make sure that you've got a baseline color palette that's deep in the model that is a very dark color. Now, it's very tempting in Hero Forge to use things like the dark metals, because the dark metals look like they're darker than, say, for example, the cloth, which, you know, looks to be a bit grayer, right? Let's show you the comparison. Let's show you the comparison. So that's the metal, that is the gray. Metal, gray. Now, the catch is that the gray has the contours of the actual texture and will not come out as shiny. So even if it does look more dark, always go with the right texture. If you want to edit the texture by going into My Mix, so let's say we've got that charcoal and I want it to be blacker, and then just lower it, okay? That's all it comes down to. Just lower it yourself. Do not use the wrong texture, because it will change inherently what you actually what shininess there is towards the actual model. We got a level 3 hype train completed. Thank you much. And you know what? I'm going to actually start calling it this. I'm not going to thank you for the hype train. I'm going to thank you for none other than... I'm going to try and do this. Wait, where is it? Come on. I've got you here somewhere. I know you're here. Don't hide from me. There we go. I am going to thank my wonderful and awesome audience for the hype brains. There you go. Thank you for the hype brains. Hype brains. Yeah, you know, dead Aussie gamer. I can have hype brains. Hype brains. Okay. So anyway, that was what I was saying about dark colors, but I don't necessarily want this to be black. Black is a great color for accents, but not necessarily a great color for bases. At least not for everyone. Not unless you're creating a really dark and edgy character. So I think this character would have a brown kind of, you know, kind of like a detective's coat. Or, I mean, throw me out some colors. What kind of color palette do you think we should be going with? For the time being, I'm just going to use blue? Blue? Nah, blue. Yellow? Nah. I mean, if it's noir, we kind of want to go with the darker colors, of course, but... yeah, let's play around with a few things. So there's that. These now what I'm doing here is I'm creating what's called a I don't know what it's called. This is basically just a rough color palette that is inevitably going to allow me when I get started to adjust the colorations in big groups. So that's kind of what I'm looking at doing right now. So these aren't the colors we're going to use, but this is the color palette design that we are going to use. There we go, perfect. Now, why are we doing this, you say? Well, that is because as we do this, what we can then do is, again, just bear with me while I finish this up. There we go. Okay, so by doing the color palette this way, what I can then do is at any point in time I would like, I can hit this button here, which is the fill button, and I can then hit any one of these and I can change that layer of the palette. See how that works? And everything associated with it. So this just makes it easier for me to coordinate what color I would like and what it would look like with the rest of stuff. All right, so here we go. Colors, what do we have? We've got dark teal, dark purples, pinstripe. Oh, man, I really wish I could do pinstripe. Let's see. Dark purple, eh? Ooh, I do like that. Dark purple. All right, okay, let's see that. Dark purple. I'm going to get DAG to design my wedding suit. It will definitely be a suit. Dark red. So what if we go with a dark red and a dark purple? So let's go with a splash of that red, the dark purple, which we can darken up a little bit more. Let's create maybe that. Maybe the charcoal on the deep side. Maybe, and again, we'll play around with that red a little bit. Maybe throw in a splash here and there, which is fine. Make that silver pop. Oops. There we go. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. All right. So now we can play around with these colors a little bit. What do we reckon about that? A burgundy color. Kind of mix the red and purple. Okay. Let's see. There is a burgundy color here, which is there. Which what I'll do is I will add the burgundy. Ooh, I do like the I love the burgundy there. That's really cool. I definitely like that. I mean, maybe not there, but you know. We'll come back to the hat. I definitely like the burgundy there. Definitely think the burgundy there. Maybe the darker black there. Maybe a gray. I'll come back to the tie. Let's go with a gunmetal for the light. I think that's all right. So let's go with a silver. Yeah, I think silver's good. Burgundy's such a good color when used correctly. Oh yeah, same thing with all colors. Like the boots is one color. Boots is one color? Okay. Let's burgundy up the boots a little bit. Okay. Actually maybe we'll keep the heels black. Okay. So, let's play around with some of these colors. So, starting with the overarching purple. So we can make that a little bit darker. And then make the high points a little bit lighter. So you can see where the collar is, stuff like that. That's the high point. So I can change that color, make it white, make it purple. But we want to make sure that it's just visible to get that nice purple sheen. And the low areas, which again you can see kind of in the corner, we can just make nice and dark. So that way we've got that black that we're chasing. Now the burgundy that we've got, we don't want as a hair piece, we want that as a cloth piece, right? So all I did there, just so you know, is I clicked on the piece, I then clicked on the change material, and I've changed that material to a cloth material. And that's all that is. It's just a tiny change, and that'll be it. Love the shoes. Fantastic. That's wonderful news. Okay. So, how are we vibing with the outfits so far? I don't like the hat coloration yet, so we'll probably revisit that in a moment. Maybe that. I don't know. The hat is super bright in comparison. The rest is pretty nice. Yes. I'm trying to figure out a way because here's the thing, right? Again, with the dark colors, with the dark colors, you definitely want to have some accent, right? So the white is currently in my accent position. I don't know what I want. I'm pretty sure I don't want white. Okay, that's pretty much my only go-to at the moment, is I do not want white to be that accent. Let's see. I think those need to be that color. That's kind of cool. And then let's change that to a leather texture. I think that's a good one. And then change it so that it's got that little tiny bit of blue instead of purple. There we go. Perfect. I like that. Okay. I feel like we're colorifying the whole coat and stuff, but the skirt looks a bit drab. Kind of looks like the color pack. Well, again, we'll get to the skirt in a little bit. I think as for the skirt, see, we can change it to a different type of purple, like a slightly pink purple with a little bit of white into it. Make those low points nice and dark. Get those high points. Get those high points in an almost pinky purple. There we go. There we go. So it kind of stands out a bit. And then maybe we can use that for... Ooh. Actually, maybe that's what I needed. Maybe not. Maybe that. Maybe just that. That could be kind of cool. I like that. Yeah. Okay. I like that. That looks pretty cool. I think I need to get a trench coat. They're awesome. I want to use her as an NPC. She is so cool. She is so cool. And Myri is very cool as well. Okay, I'm digging that. I'm digging that so far. We will adjust the pose a little bit. Like, I'm not satisfied with it, but it gives me enough to go off. I feel like we're colorifying the whole coat. It looks a bit drab. All right, what do you think of that purple, Jacoby? Do you like that? Do you like what's happened with that purple? I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging it. But you were right. It was a little bit drab in comparison to the whole thing. I love her eyes, especially with the phone in her face. Yes. We will be changing her eyeline a little bit, which I think I should do right now, just so that I can... Do you know what I mean? Like, so she should be looking towards wherever the danger is. So we'll definitely have that. This is amazing. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, so I'm digging. Okay, cool. So I'm definitely digging where this is going. So next up is the skin color. Now Myri on the left is Myri in zombie makeup. So we're not gonna go with zombie makeup Myri as much as I would like to, but we can play with a few different skin tones. So why did we do the coloration of the clothes before we did the skin color? I don't know. I just decided to. Now Myri's skin tone, I would say, is a very light skin tone. But as you can see there, the way that we've colored it and the way that we've added in the light, that adds in a very yellow texture. So what we can do is we can just go back in here. We can lower the intensity a bit and see what we're actually working with. Because we don't want to oversaturate the face, because that's the actual color it'll come out, right? So let's make it a bit lighter. All right, that's okay. And let's give her... Oh, that's the lips color. But I think on paler colors usually go up like maybe 3 steps. And that's probably good enough. So you don't necessarily need to use the lips color. just 3 up, and that'll be good. I got the new Candlekeep Mysteries campaign portrait today. Pop them on your Discord to have a look. Oh, Phoenix, give me an A-OK if it's all right if I show off the the Candlekeep photo. Let me know, because I would love to show it off. If they got a skin tone called Inside of Soft Camembert Cheese or Chalk, that's slightly dirty, you'd be spot on. All right. Well, that is the palest color that you can get outside of Snow White, which honestly does have that Camembert cheese vibe. All right, let's lower the intensities here. Let's see what we're playing around with. Okay. Okay, so that is the that one. So this is the high elf coloration, which I don't mind. I think the slight greeny yellow kind of gives it that nice color. Again, I think the pale pinky color, or even the white color, kind of looks all right. The white doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't seem to do it for me. The frost color? No. Silver? No. Let's see. The woodlands. That's very tan. High elves. All right, you know what? Let's start with high elves. And we'll add maybe... Let's add some, like, jazzy frickin' fingernail bling. There we go. Yeah, that'll be okay for now. We'll just do that. All right. I think... You remember how much melanin my skin was able to produce in Australian summer? Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, she almost incinerated. I was watching Amiri just suddenly just poof, just vanished. Okay. Oh, that's because I'm playing with your lips. That wasn't weird. Be quiet. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. So that will add a bit of paleness there. Highlights are fine. Let's maybe take it a little bit on the orange spectrum just to give a bit of blush. And then on the low end, just a tiny bit darker. There we go. I think that's it. What do you guys think? Is that a good color? We're going to be using this Myri. Hold on, let me. Dun 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 dun. Where are we? There we go. Thank you. All right, so that is the elf Myri. I think that's all right. There's a request for purple nails. Very well, your request has been heeded. And unless there is another alternative, the nails purple they shall be. Although I don't like that one. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Where have I seen her play? Was she on Guy's game with me? Yes, she was. She's been in multiple games with me and Guy. Let's see. We have done Dungeons and Dragons: Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We have done Dungeons and Dragons: Descent into Avernus. We did Through the Breach: London Falls. We did Maximum Apocalypse, which was also very cool. And what else have we done? Oh yes, and she was the GM in Shadowlands. In Forbidden Lands, and she was the GM in the Dune game that I played on her channel, and she was a fellow player on the Free League game where she played a goblin wolf rider, which was very cool, and it was a lot of fun. I definitely missed that game because it gave me more chances to play with Myri. Yeah, no, me and Myri are good friends. We play quite a lot. I always tell myself, oh, I don't get to play with Myri enough, and I'm like, we've played a lot, and it's like it's never enough. It's never enough, Myri. Okay, now we've I think got a reasonable brown hair for Myri here, but we've reached a problem, and here is the problem. With all the drab colors, drab, you know, the dark purples and stuff like that, we inevitably want to have the brightness. That's why having bright colored skin and the bright colored torch and the bright colored phone help accent this this particular character. Also, hey, D Mystic, what a week you've had. Yeah, what a week. What a week. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, well, yeah, of course, you would have, if you've seen me, the first time you saw me as Jaggerjaw, then you would have absolutely seen Myri as, oh my god, I can't remember anyone else's names. There was Flick, there was, oh my god, wow, I'm so terrible, I'm so sorry, I can't remember anyone's names but Flick. I know Janet's began with an L. Ah, my brain! Jeez, what was it? Ah, no, hold on. I'm going to look at my notes. I have notes. I have notes for just this reason. Because, Michael, you're getting old, and your mind is becoming adult. Also, to be fair, I have played like 400 games between then and now. And I feel like I'm kind of obliged to remember my own characters' names. Hold on. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want to see if I actually have notes. I'm sure I do. Okay, Michael. Games. Inactive games. Ghost of Saltmarsh. Alright, I have the crew. I'm going to show off the picture of the crew, because I still have that. And I'm very proud of it. Okay, here we go. Showing off's time. So this is my Ghost of Saltmarsh crew. Okay. Okay. We had me as Jaggerjaw, which is the big shark. We had Victor. Yes, it was Victor, who was Jen's character in the middle, and they were the captain. We had Luna? Yes, the merfolk paladin, who was next to that. We had Flick, and we had Indigo. Indigo was the name. Yes, I remember now. Indigo the Sea Elf. And I remember that Indigo and I had an amazing scene where the two of us were at each other's throats over the fact that I'd killed someone by eating them, and we were getting chewed out, and we did this big thing where we were pantomiming in the background of the scene. It was one of my, till this day, it's probably one of my favorite scenes with a co-star, because we never communicated that. We just flowed so quickly into that scene. We just had an amazing time. Yeah, it was so much fun. Yes, Victor Salt. There we go. Indigo Diomedia. Yeah. You know what? Your penchant for naming things that tongue-tie Australians has not vanished. And that is wonderful to see. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is not as bad as Hortensia. It was Hortensia Fiddlewick, and then it was... I did it once, and I only ever had to do it once, but the name for your character in the Through the Breach game was also quite a tongue twister. My name is Indigo Montoya, who killed my palette. Prepare to be painted. That's a good one. Something I'd like to play is Rise of Tiamat. That's a good game, Rycon. I have not played it myself. Oddly enough, although I play a lot of one-shots, I don't get to play many campaigns. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's keep moving. What was I saying? Yes, so, drab color palette. Okay, so I don't like the purple there. I do not. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's good. I also think we can change the phone to maybe a silver phone. Or maybe a system of the brown. No, maybe a black and red. Brass, no. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. I just didn't want it to be black. Okay. Oh, and wedding ring. Yay. Oh, no. Ah. Alt Z, my best friend. Okay. And then again, you don't want to use the radiant gold for that because that is too bright and that becomes a highlight. You want to use the antique and destroyed ring for that one. So that's a good one as well. All right. Now, again, what I was saying about the drabness. What you want to do is you want to tap into your decals. Once you tap into your decals, what I highly recommend is playing around with some of the highlights, right? Because as soon as you start playing with the highlights, that's when you start really killing those kind of very unique looks. So for example, even though you've got that kind of the brown covering the brown, you get to pull out some really amazing color palettes. I don't like that particular decal, mind you, but we could always play around with something like that. I don't like that one either. It's probably that one then. Okay. Which means let's go with brown, and then let's highlight those ones blue, maybe? Let's see. So it's 7 a.m. here, and the reason the Catholic Church isn't near super packed, playing bells and all I can hear from inside my house. Good morning to everyone else. Good morning. Good morning. She's literally named the Blue Albatross. Oh, that is easier. That is easier. Candlekeep crew will be visiting Saltmarsh. Place has been between Waterford and Daggerford, which should be in your fair and spiritual home. Yes, yes, that's very cool. And you know what? Feel free to cameo our guys. It's always fun to have NPCs floating about. Raikon, I've been wanting a campaign of mine going, but I can only ever think of properly beginning or two potential ends. The world isn't very well built past the map and it's about. You know what? Here's my tip, Raikon. When you're starting a brand new campaign, don't think about your ending point, right? It's a trap. It's a trap because you'll never reach it. Always think about your starting point. Always think about your plot. Your players will build the world, or the players will build your world by necessity. What you need at any scene will eventually evolve and change your world. In order to make sure that it's working well, just be good at keeping notes. Always make sure you keep those notes handy so that if any time your player goes back or revisits certain areas, you've always got that go-to. Okay. Now, I do like the side ear, but that clipping issue is what's bugging me here with this hairstyle. So I'm making an executive decision to go back to the standard pointed elves. Or even the elemental. I think... No, standard. Yeah. Only because even though I do like the big old ears, I think I think that clipping is going to bug me. Here I can at least pass it off as you know, it's part of the style, you know what I mean? Like it's just over the ear there. Yeah, at least that's what I'm going to tell myself. All right. Question, what color do we want the hair? Now we can obviously give her different colored hair. We can play around with the accents, but yeah, what type of hair color do we want to give this character? I don't mind that strike of green. That's kind of cool. Or even yellow. Yeah, the yellow is actually not bad. Yeah, yellow is actually really good. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, what color should her hair be? What color shall we make the hair here? D-Mystics. I got my resin printer and my resin, but not my curing station. Once I get that, I'm going to start making so many dudes. Dude, that is awesome, man. And you know what? There's just so many 3D printing groups out there. There are so many different pages to actually display stuff. I highly recommend go check out a few of these places because they give you all the tips and tricks on how to print the best quality stuff. Raikon, yeah, I understand that. I was just feeling it's just filling the world properly and with life and things how it's what I'm stuck on. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? As fun as games are and as healing as they can be, there is no replacement for a good life, good friends, good family, And, you know, sometimes it's all about priorities, doing the things that are important and making sure that the people in your life are looked after. So you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, and I'm happy that that while you are too busy, that inevitably that game will come into fruition, and I hope that it brings you much joy and much happiness. All right. Cool. Okay. I've also changed that yellow light a little wider, just because I don't want to dye out the too many of the colors with a big splash of yellow. I think I might do the same here. Increase the intensity just a tad, and there we go. Okay. Let's see. Can I fiddle around with the pose a little bit? Like I said, I wasn't overly happy with it. So I'm imagining phone up, like she's like waiting for someone, like she's waiting to hear back. Like something suspicious is going on. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Yeah, that might be a good one. Okay. Hmm. All right. What do you think of that? How do we feel about this kind of pose? We'll well adjust the lighting again real quick. Ooh, I think that looks better at the back. Yeah, that actually looks really cool. Look at that. That is very nice. If it's meant to be an introspective pose, there's too much action. Is it meant to be an introspective pose? I think for me it was supposed to be it's supposed to communicate something. Like a mini should tell a scene. It shouldn't necessarily be like a static portrait. But a clip from a moment in time. At least that's how I create my Hero Forge minis. Um, no particular reason I do that. I just enjoy those ones more, I guess. So in this case, I like the idea that that Detective Myri is on the case and that she's in the dark, like sort of looking for something. We don't entirely know what it is, but that something could be anywhere. Could be just around the corner or right behind her. Dun dun dun. I don't know. It's kind of what I feel. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right. Apologies, Myri, for talking about you in the third person when you're right here. It's very true. She is right here. Oh, man. Seth, if it's meant to be an interesting pro, there's too much action. I should FDM printing right now. Nice. I want the resin, and while my daughter is starting a D&D club next year, all her friends are getting into custom Hero Forge minis. Yeah, dude, that is awesome. And you know what'd be really cool is if you could find a way to like 3D print the Hero Forge portraits as like actual chips, like poker chip kind of tokens. They would be very cool because then you can make NPCs as well without having to like bust out and print out every single NPC you've made. I don't know. I don't know if you could, but that'd be very awesome. Gonna lurk for a bit. Gonna make brekkie. Yeah, make yourself some brekkie, mate. Make some brekkie. I'd watch a season with Dead Aussie Gamer and Myri in TARDIS. In the TARDIS. Oh man, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. I would. I mean, I would definitely. I would love to be an assistant. I like Doctor Who. Don't get me wrong, but I've always been a big fan of the assistants. Not for any particular reason, but because their stories seem to be very interwoven with the plot, and I love to see their growth as characters and individuals from their encounters with the Doctor. You know, and I know in my heart I could play a very whirlwind kind of Doctor character, right? But I also know Myri could do that as well, very, very well. And I could definitely see myself going along with a lot of Myri's shenanigans and acting a foil, you know, like the foil to like all the stuff that seems to happen around, with Myri explaining all of this stuff to me as I go through it. The red shirts, yeah, the red shirts. All right, okay, I dig this. Okay, where are we at? So base, color. Let's add some darker woods here, because again, if we're going with noir, let's take that and let's make this black and white. There we go. Nice. Okay. Decal. I wonder if I can splash paint on the floor. No. Damn. Unfortunate. Although, that being said, I've always been a big fan of this, right? So if you get a chance to, don't be afraid to dirty up your character. And that's probably a little bit much, but yeah, just a little bit of like blood stain or something, you know? Like, it goes a long way. It goes an absolutely long way. And it doesn't have to be obvious, right? And it doesn't even have to be blood. So if you look down here, we can just have one of the shoes, which I don't know if you can see that very well. We can always have one of the shoes splattered in just a little bit of dirt. See that? And it just creates that little extra. It's just, yeah, it's just that little bit extra, you know? Beautiful. Right there. See? That's very cool. Flashlight with a blood stain on it for bashing over someone's head. I mean, we could. It's, maybe... There we go. There you go. There's a few flecks of blood. Nothing too standouty. But if we are going to have flecks of blood, then I do recommend we go back to a darker torchlight. Because that way it's going to stand out a little bit more. There you go. All right, there we go. We have Myri with the murder weapon. Case closed. We have solved the puzzle. Well done, everyone. It was Myri on Hero Forge with the flashlight. We got her, everyone. Well done. All right. Probably the last thing I would say is I think I would like to change the color of the gloves. As much as I quite enjoy them. Where's that burgundy I made? Maybe not the burgundy. Yeah, I don't like the color of the gloves. That's probably it. That's probably the last little thing. All right. Yeah, maybe that. That's okay. All right. And I don't know, maybe the purple? I don't know. Let's see. If you want contrasting color, brighter or darker? Yeah, I don't know. I think I just didn't want it to be purple. I think the black is okay with the purple separating the two. And I'm just thinking about like all the shadow runniness of it. Like, should we put decal on her face? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for them to put in tattoo stuff. What do you think? Decal on her face? Yay or nay? I'm just gonna go with a quick everyone say in chat, yes or no. Yay or nay for decal. If there is, we'll work on it. If not, we will scrap it. What are you vibing? Yes, I got a yes. I got a nay. Keeping in mind, these are the only decals I've got, so there's only so much I can play with. In truth, I feel different positioning of the decal would be better. We can position the decal. Oh, we can't. Nope, we can't position the decal better. We can just paint the decal. Oh, you know what? I don't mind that little bit of purple there. It's not too distracting either. Myri says yay. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, put in your vote into chat now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is Dapples, which is the one we have now. 2 is the Rosette. 3 is the Spots. 4 is the Tiger Stripes. All right, put in chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. While I play around with some colors. Myri says she likes the hexes. I like the hexes too. I think they're very cool. 3 makes me think of a trill from Star Trek. 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2. Dapples. Torn between 1 and 4. So I've got 4 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s. Ooh. Looks like a close one. Looks like a close one. So let's see. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Hefe is the deciding vote. All right, I'll tell you what. So because they're torn between the tiger and the hexes, we're going to go with color, okay? Tell me what color it should be, and I'm going to make a glowing version of that color, and then based on whichever two we have, I'm going to let Myri decide. That just seems fair. Mostly because, and I haven't told her this yet, once I'm done here, I'm actually going to be shipping this miniature to Myri. So, happy whatever today happens to be, Myri. You will be getting this as a Hero Forge mini for yourself as a present from me for all of the wonderful things that you have done in my life and for being a wonderful and special human being. So, so yes, this will be coming your way at some point or another. So, I know it was a spoiler, but I mean, like, come on. Okay, so color. So purple, so that's the purple color. Okay, slow look through the colors. Okay, yeah, let's go through the colors. Okay, so here is the glowing colors. I can modify these a little bit. So we've got the burning red. We've got the burning orange, which is no different. The bright yellows, which definitely not going to use. The bright blue, which would be okay, but chances are I would change the phone color if I was doing that as well. But there's also the green. The water whip blue. The healing light blue, which has a little bit of yellow in it, but again, you can't really see it. So there you go. Yeah, you're very welcome. And I hope you like it. I mean, like I said, you're getting it. All right, the blue. I don't mind blue and yellow. I mean, obviously blue and yellow make purple, so that was kind of cool. The purple. A different type of purple. What I imagine is just orange. Yep. Pink, cotton candy pink. Although the cotton candy pink looks actually really cool. I don't hate that, actually. That's kind of a reddy pink, purple pink-ish kind of character. And this is a special cotton candy color I made, ironically, for Myri, for some glowing effects I used on her Maximum Apocalypse character. This and this amazing hair that I actually invented as well. So you should check that hair out. That was the original hair that I made for her character. It was a purple and black one. It was very cool. I quite liked it. Okay, so that was that. Now let's have a look at it with the dappled effect. So that's the pink with the dappled, which I don't think does very much. This is the other pink. The purple, which again, I don't mind. I quite like that one. The blue, which also kind of stands out nicely. The light blue. Healing glow, doesn't really change. The water one, it's too subtle, it won't show up in the mini. There's that blue, the seasickness green. I'm not hating the green, to be honest. Just because it's a slight accent. Definitely still no on the yellow. Red. Yeah, red's okay. Red's okay. That stove light again, but again, I'd probably change the phone color. Again, still no on the yellow. And orange. Yeah, I think of these ones, like either the green, the purple, and the pink are probably my favorites for those ones. Okay, so. What color? What color? So we've got green. If I'm considering international shipping, it might be get to a birthday gift. If it's a birthday gift, then it's a birthday gift. Or I might send you something else. I don't know. We'll see. The green looked amazing. Green was nice. Doesn't clash with the other colors. Second, the purple. Weirdly enough, it made an outline. I really like the green. The one with the purple. So purple and green. Okay, so Myri, we're going to go with green or we're going to go with purple. So there's the dapple green and dapple purple. So I'm just going to quickly cycle through that. So that's the green and purple, which I don't mind. And then there is the green and purple for that one. All right, so I've done that for a little bit. Myri, purple or pink? We'll throw in the pink. We'll add in the pink for that. I like the pink on that one, to be honest. But you know, if we want to, let's have a quick look at the pink there. That one. All right. So choose a decal and choose a color, Myri. Which is your favorite? What do you like? What are you feeling? Also, hello, Vimesy. Welcome, welcome. Pull up a coffin. Enjoy yourself. Well outlined, not see-through. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's kind of why I liked the one that I made. for the tiger stripe. I don't know why that pops so damn well, but that outline just kicks it. Purple. Okay, so purple. And which decal? Which decal do you like, Mari? Let me just check that. They've been watching while playing Solaris. You know what? I like the look of it. I'm not playing it, and I don't think I will. Mostly because while I think the story is going to be very, very interesting, I really don't want to wear myself out in those type of games before I get to actually finish playing Baldur's Gate. And I'm talking with some people, and I want to play Baldur's Gate 3 when it's fully released as like a big group of friends doing stuff. So that's kind of it. All right. So, dapple or tiger stripes? I'm kind of feeling the dapple a little bit myself. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I'm playing my first campaign of D&D and having a blast. Oh my god, Civi! Hi, Civi! Welcome. Guys, if you haven't checked out Civi's channel, Civi does a bunch of video game streams. She does, I believe, Dead by Daylight maybe still? And Phasmophobia. She went through that while I was playing with her as I was going through that particular phase. And yeah, no, she's an absolutely wonderful streamer. So go check that out as well. Yay! Okay, let me compare the two options that we have. So we have the pink stripe or the purple dapple. I think maybe that purple. Okay. Okay, pink stripe, purple dapple. All right, that is the last choice. What do you think, Myri? Purple dapple, pink stripe. You have to pick. Aw. Thank you, Bloody, for gifting Civi the gifted sub. And welcome to the crypt. I hope you enjoy your tombstone. All right. While Myri is deciding on that, let's just put the final touch on our torchlight here. Myri might come down with the coin flip if I can't choose. I can't choose. Well, I mean, I could choose. Okay, look, if I had to decide, I would say that I like... Ooh. Damn it, I wish... Yeah, it's a tough decision, eh? Hold on, 1 second. Let me do this real quick. Okay, there we go. So we've got the flashlight flash. That's there, which is good. What does dark magic do? Oh, that's super cool. Let me know if you want me to use dark magic, Myri, and put it on like that. That's actually pretty badass. In which case, let me just see what this looks like. Oh, right? That did some fucking awesome things. Myri, what do you think? What do you think about the dark magic thing? Yeah, I think it is. I think honestly the dark magic vibe just made that tiger stripe for me win 10 times over. If it was without the dark magic, 100% should definitely be the dapple. But I think, oh my god, like, yeah, that dark magic, just like, look at the look on her face, Jesus. That screams like Shadowrun noir, like the shadow in the cap as well, like that's coming across the eyes. That's man, that's incredible. That is. Yeah, that's been it. No worries, Patchy. Thank you so much for coming and tuning in. We will be ending we'll be ending very soon because, yeah, it's the time of day. All right, I'm just going to add in a nice little ring here just because I like that little thing. And you know what? Let's add a couple things to the base here. I'm just gonna scream through this little bit. Any items on the floor? Any things that should be here? Should we put a cat there? Is there a cat? I don't know. Does Mari have a cat? She doesn't have a cat, but tiny little rubber duck. What do we think? Anything? I wish there was like a blood-stained. That's a bit too big. Any clues? Anything that could possibly show up as maybe some rats? Too many rats? Too many rats. Bag? A bloody bag. That could be kind of cool. All right. Hey, Lance. Welcome, welcome. Yes, thank you. I am definitely enjoying the DAG Appreciation Day that you came up with. You guys, so, yeah, you guys are amazing. Okay. Okay, last question. Last question for the day. I think if I was going to do anything here, it would definitely be this bag, this exact bag. Tell me if you like it. That's all I'm going to say. Tell me if you like the bag. If you don't like the bag, I will just get rid of it, and then we are done for the evening. We have made all of the progress we could. I think that bag needs to be on an angle, perhaps off to the side a little bit. I think the bag needs to be a brown leathery color. Actually, no, I think it needs to be a black color just to make that kind of... No, maybe a red, dark red, brick red. No. Let's explore that burgundy color again. Where's that? Nope. That one. Yep, beautiful. And then let's add in some of that and some of that. Some darker metals here. There we go. Beautiful. All right, bag or no bag? I agreed. You definitely need to go darker, but all right, bag or no bag? What are we saying? This looks sick, by the way. Can I start with that? This looks absolutely freaking sick. I'm gonna definitely change the arm a little. Let's see. See if you still on Tabaxi Warlock Bard who uses poems or spells. Well, it's morning for you anyway. Hey, Daff, it is evening for me. It is currently almost 10 p.m. But I will be, of course, calling my night at some point or another very soon. As soon as I get an answer on this bag. You know what? I'm just going to vote. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. This is why I do the voting. Because everyone's like me. They're like, oh, I don't know. Maybe not. Damn you. Damn you for having my same mentality. Stupid non-committalness. Shut up, Michael. I had to open up my polling thing again, and I was talking, and I ended up talking to myself. Manage poll. New poll. Bag. To bag or not to bag? Yes and no. This is gonna be a 2-minute vote. Bang. That's it. Nice quick one. So, in honor of Civi getting into their first game, which, by the way, again, congratulations on. I hope you have been having an absolutely amazing time. Tabaxis are always fun, especially for all kinds of mischief and the like. And it's even more so when people fall in love with your characters. It's a unique feeling when you make a character, especially one that is for an audience, and you're just so well received. It's like the best feeling in the world. I don't think there's a single character I've ever made for a live stream that hasn't had just a score of people fall in love with the characters I make. And it's a rush. It's a rush every single time. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Using spells for using poems for spells. That's awesome. That's amazing. In the game that I usually have on Sundays, which would have started half an hour ago. So whatever time it is now, 30 minutes ago, next Sunday we'll be playing Rise of the Rune Lords. But one of the most amazing things is like one of our spellcasters is a knot witch, and she uses like knots and then unbinds them to release the spells, which I think is very, very cool. When's the next game? Next week. Next week, this time 30 minutes ago. So yes, that is time, that is place, right here. And I play Malvolo and his puppet Collodi. All right, where are we at? Oh, everyone's going yes. That is a resounding yes on the bag. So the bag is staying. Wunderbar, 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 wunderbar. Okay, let's do one final check, because again, we always want to check whenever we make our Hero Forge minis. We always want to make sure everything is see there. See that? Everything is perfect. All right. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's absolutely great. Ears, eyes. Yep, perfect. Now let's just fix the hair a teeny bit. Can I fix the hair a bit? Oh, maybe I can't. Okay. Because I just want to get that little bit, as you can see there, I just want to get that tiny bit loose. Beautiful. Sweet. So that way it's not clipping into the shoulder. That's all I wanted to do. Okay. Nice. Oh, man, that look. Okay. Also, let me just change the eye a little bit. I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely like a I'm gonna freaking kill you look. So let's just look at the iris. And look at the pupil, sorry, pupil size. Can I increase the pupil size? No? Increase the iris size. Maybe, oh God, no. No, there's definitely that one. Nope, I tried. I was gonna try and make it not so pinpricky, but evidently it is just gonna be that way. So there you go. All right. This character looks very cool, very sci-fi android to me, and I like it. Awesome. Well, it is for a Shadowrun. Oh, it is a Shadowrun character. Shadowrun, of course, being a science fiction fantasy type setting with a very kind of dark corporate overtone. This character is definitely very Shadowrun in vibe. I definitely get strong senses of that type of character in this. Both from the vibe of the like, you know, them being an android, or even having just the augmentations, all the way through to them, you know, sort of having that kind of dark magic around them, and kind of like boots that are muddy, you know, kind of been on the walk for a while. Everything about this just screams for me noir Shadowrun detective. And I mean, even if she didn't have the cybernetic eyes, you could definitely use the same model for like a whole bunch of other games. You could use it for any kind of modern detective-y game. So yeah, there you go. All right, now once again, we will rename this, and we will call it Myri Investigator. No, Myri Shadowrun. All right, that is done. Okay. Oh, okay, I've got one more question. one final question. Blue or green? Blue or green for the phone? That is the last question, because you know what, saying it earlier on really did get me thinking about it. All right, so what do we think? Blue or green? So that is green. That is blue. Green or blue? Hero Forge is one of my favorite things to sit and mess around with. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Blue. Greens gives it more of that sci-fi feel. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. The green glow is so snazzy, but I think the blue works better. All right, well, yeah, I think it has been basically unanimously blue. So there we go. We are done. We are saving. All right. Now, I'm not going to show you Myri's address, so I'm not going to put it up here. But let's just check one last thing here. Gear, body, measurements, size. Just want to make sure she's short enough. There we go. Done. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, just had to make sure. Green was very retro. Yeah, green kind of reminds me of like Aliens, you know what I mean? Like the like kind of future retro tech stuff. So yeah. Blue screen. All right, done. So yes, I'm going to send this to Myri. I'm not, however, going to show you Myri's address, as much as I'm sure she appreciates that. There is a couple of things I will share with you, though. This is from Phoenix Wacky. They've sent me the poster of the new characters for their Candle Keep game. They look amazing. Who drew that? Do we have an artist? Kate the DM? Kai the DM? I can barely read that. Kai the DM. All right, that's very cool. So let me know if Kai's the one who drew it as well, because I would be very keen to know. Kaz the DM. Okay, Kaz the DM. My apologies. Candle Keep Mysteries. Yeah, that looks very cool. That looks very fun. Let's see. Was there something else I was going to show off? No, I don't think there was. I think that was it. Kaz the DM. Okay, cool. I got to remember that. Yay! All right, so yeah, hopefully we'll get to see Kaz behind the screen, getting to do some very, very cool and awesome things on that channel. Once again, a very special thank you to Myri for coming and joining us today. I hope that you will enjoy your gift, and I hope that you will share pictures of it when it arrives, because that'll be amazing. Thank you everyone for coming and joining us today. You know, like I said, today was all about just chilling out and having fun, and you guys made that possible by just simply being here. You know, whether you commented, whether you didn't, I greatly appreciate you all taking the time out of your day. Whether it's morning, whether it's noon, whether it's night, guys, I hope that you go with the best of what the world has to offer. You guys are incredible and awesomely creative. We are going to pass on the love and our raid to someone who is doing stuff right now. Let's see. Let's see. Free League Publishing is doing stuff. Oh, he's doing stuff soon. Soon could mean anything. Let's see. Fried Dice Paradise. There we go. That's what we're going to go raid. We're going to go raid Fried Dice Paradise. Fried Dice is an amazing role player from Southeast Asia, from my hometown of Singapore, where I was born. But as many of you know, I came to live in Australia. Don't forget, guys, when we go and see these guys, you will be earning your big raid points. So those can be used in any game that I'm GMing in order to influence the game. So do stick around for the raid. And also, don't forget, guys, when we get in there, to use our brand new emotes, which, of course, is unleashing the horde with a bunch of the raid tokens. So throw them out there as we unleash havoc upon his stream. And once again, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you hopefully tomorrow when we return for our Starfinder game in the wee hours of the morning. Just under 12 hours from now. So again, whatever time it is. Oh, 11 hours from now. It is 11 hours from now. So whatever it is, 11 hours from now, that's when we're starting. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Until next time, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, everyone.